You know, there's this huge trend happening in mobile gaming right now. These absolutely enormous faction-based battle events where thousands of players are all clashing at once. So today, we're going to deconstruct them. We're going to look at the anatomy of these digital wars.
And let me tell you, the stakes could not be higher. This isn't just some friendly match. This is about critical resources. It's about glory, and it's about leaving your mark. It's a brutal, winner-take-all world where only one side gets to walk away with the prize.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to peel back the layers on the mechanics, the strategies, and the design that really define these new digital battlefields.
To really get a handle on this, we're looking at two different games that kind of share the same DNA when it comes to massive conflict. They might look totally different on the surface, but trust me, the goal is exactly the same: complete and total domination.
Every war needs a battlefield, right? So let's step into the two arenas we'll be breaking down today.
First up, we've got Lands of Jail. Picture this, a vast, sun-scorched desert. But what everyone's after is what's under the sand, a fortune in crude oil they call black gold. And you better believe, rival factions are closing in from all sides to claim it.
All right, now let's do a complete 180. We're trading that desert heat for the freezing cold. In Whiteout Survival, the big event is the Canyon Clash, a massive, snow-covered battleground where alliances fight it out for glory.
Okay, so we've got our battlefields. But how do these wars actually work? What are the rules that dictate every single strategic move? Let's break it down.
First things first, mobilization. In Canyon Clash, your alliance is split into smaller, more elite groups called legions. We're talking up to 30 players. This is perfect for tight, coordinated strikes. But then you look at Lands of Jail, and it's a completely different scale. Players are grouped into these huge factions, which sets the stage for massive, sprawling frontline battles. That one difference changes everything.
And this table here really lays out the different paths to victory. See, in Canyon Clash, it's a points game. You capture buildings to rack up a score. But in Lands of Jail, it's a straight-up king of the hill fight for one central oil rig. And check out the penalty for losing. In one, you're just on a revive timer, but in the other, you could be knocked out of the fight for good. These aren't just minor tweaks, you know? They fundamentally change how you play, from aggressive, almost disposable attacks to super cautious, calculated advances.
Oh, and here's the real kicker for Canyon Clash. The entire thing lasts for 1 hour. That's it. It is an intense, high-pressure sprint to the finish. There's absolutely no time to waste. Every decision, every troop movement, it's all happening under the gun.
But don't think that 1 hour sprint is just a chaotic mess. Nope. It's actually a very structured, 4-stage event. You start with preparation, then you move to conquering the outer fortresses. From there, you have to occupy and hold key areas before it all culminates in a final, massive onslaught on the Citadel. Each stage needs a completely different game plan.
So what's the one thing that can bring your perfectly laid plan to a screeching halt? Fuel. In Canyon Clash, this single resource powers everything you do. If you burn through it too fast on early skirmishes, you are going to be a sitting duck in the final stages. And those Guardians? They are elite roles in your legion that generate fuel faster, which of course paints a giant target on their backs. So this whole metagame emerges of protecting your Guardians while trying to snipe theirs.
Now, remember how defeat isn't permanent here. This introduces this really interesting idea of strategic downtime. Your squads don't get wiped out forever. They just go on a revival timer. But every single second your best troops are off the field is a second the enemy has a numbers advantage. And that's how they can start to snowball a lead and just run away with the whole thing. So, you fought tooth and nail. You've managed your resources, coordinated with your team. But for what? What are you actually fighting for? Let's talk about the spoils of war. In Canyon Clash, winning gets you a whole treasure chest of goodies. You're fighting for cosmetic bragging rights, like special avatar frames, a unique currency for special shop, and rewards based on both your personal performance and your alliance's final rank. There's always something for everyone to chase. Compare that to Lands of Jail. The focus here is much narrower, way more primal. The prize is black gold, the vital resource that fuels your entire empire, and pure, unadulterated honor. It's a much more focused, high-stakes reward system that's all about getting that one big win. So we've seen the arenas, we've gone over the rules, and we've checked out the rewards. Let's put it all together. What's the winning mindset you actually need to dominate these massive digital battlefields?
And here's the key takeaway. Simply having the biggest army, it's not enough. Winning comes down to superior strategy. It's about knowing when to burn your fuel for a key objective or how to pull off a perfect pincer movement to seize that oil rig. It's about strategic endurance. You have to outthink your opponents, not just outmuscle them.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. When thousands of players are all colliding at once and the battlefield is just pure chaos, what truly wins the war? Is it just about having the most troops, or is it about having the sharpest strategy? Something to consider the next time you deploy your forces.